exceptional year for our company. Our top-line performance was broad-based. It came from all three of our business units, starting in South Africa, where we reflected strong revenue growth and volume growth on the prior year. Our growth in Africa continued, and of course in international markets, our focus on premium spirits also saw our revenues grow strongly and our profit even better. So all around a very strong, robust top-line growth performance. We converted that revenue growth into strong EBITDA performance, record EBITDA for the company of 3.8 billion rand. And then our cash flow, again, was at record levels, just over 4 billion rand in cash generated from our operations. And, as a result of that, it has been for us what has been probably a spectacular year. I want to just call out the fact that through this period, as a company, we put our employees first. We took a decision through the COVID pandemic, to take salary sacrifices through that period. We worked together as a team to respond to lockdowns, but also to when trade was allowed to open again. And as a result of the strong performance, we were actually also be able to repay salaries to our staff. We made a commitment that we wouldn't retrench people through the COVID pandemic, which we were able to honor. And as a result of that, this passion, the tenacity, and the determination of our employees to respond to these adverse times really stands out for me in this very, very strong performance. Our portfolio strength also clearly is a unique feature of Distell.
Yeah.
Our ready-to-drink and premium cider portfolio, standout performance led by Savannah. And then our spirits and wines all performed as strongly. So really happy with the performance.
Right. What are you seeing in terms of the consumption trends of your customers, and especially in this environment where there's so much stop-start and the alcohol bans that come and go every now and again?
Yeah, so I think first thing is clearly consumption has moved to home, more so than what we experienced pre-COVID. The second thing is clearly the consumer environment is a skittish one, so concerned about lockdowns. So we have seen strong demand post the ending of a lockdown or a ban, particularly in South Africa. And of course, the disruption on supply chains has been a feature of this last 15 to 16 months. The consumer also trading down for value. So we're seeing a premium badge brand like Savannah perform really well, as we're seeing our mainstream wines and spirits also doing well. So those are strong trends. I think take-home packs, so bag-and-box wines and the pack sizes that lend themselves to portability have also been strong features of the performance both in South Africa and obviously in Africa.
Let's look at your regions. I mean, when you look at where you are right now, which region would you say is the star performer?
Gee, I wouldn't want to single out anyone in particular. The unique feature of this performance this year is it's been broad-based. So we've seen, despite lockdowns for example, in Asia and Taiwan, we've seen market share gains there and growth in that part of the world. Our e-commerce growth internationally has more than doubled. Then closer to home, we've seen strong growth in Nigeria, Mozambique, Zambia, Kenya. Many of those and our closer to home customs unions countries, the growth rates have been between 20 and 30% on the prior year in revenue terms. And then, of course, South Africa has displayed a very strong performance under really, extraordinary conditions, where we're one of the only countries that have actually banned alcohol outright in the world. And notwithstanding that, we've shown some 26% growth in revenue domestically, which again are attributed to the facts that I referred to earlier in our portfolio and the take-home consumption trends that play to our strengths. Obviously, our route to market capability, spent a lot of time investing in growing our service levels to our customer base. We now service 48,000 customers licensed customers in Africa. That's up strongly from 3 years ago, where we were servicing closer to 12,000 customers directly. And then, South Africa, again, our route to market platform is a real strength of the business. And if you couple that with our portfolio and obviously our people, resilience and passion and tenacity, those are the strongest features I would attribute to our performance this year.
Yeah. There have been news reports that there might be a possible fourth wave in December, and we don't know what's going to happen when it comes to alcohol consumption. How strong is your balance sheet in order to, withstand any shocks in that regard at this moment?
Well, look, as I mentioned earlier, we generated just over 4 billion rand in cash this past year. Our net debt level is in very comfortable levels of just over 2 billion rand, and our gearing ratio is at about just under 17%. So we've got a very strong balance sheet with strong cash generating ability to withstand any further lockdowns or waves in the pandemic. I would, however, suggest that lockdowns and outright bans are not sustainable. The cumulative impact on small customers, on our township and tavern communities, on the restaurant and tourism trade, frankly, is not sustainable any longer. We need to protect and preserve jobs in the country. And as an industry, we need to do our bit to make sure that COVID protocols are enforced and that our customer base is compliant, but also that our harm reduction programs are working effectively. And that's our commitment as Distell, that we'll work actively with our customers and with government and society at large, so that we all, confront this reality in the most responsible way possible while we protect livelihoods at the same time.